Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another beautiful morning here on Oakfield Farm. Today we're just having a little bit of an inspection of a grass field that we've acquired, and there's a fair bit of grass growing in here. Actually, I was planning on bringing through getting the spinner out here, and put a bit of nitrogen on here, kicking this along and make some first cut off this. And I think that's not the worst idea in the world, just to boost it. But it's starting to grow. It's really starting to kick on there, which is what we want to see. So yeah, I think we're in a good place with this, surprisingly. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a drive back along to the yard, just checking in on the fields that we finished drilling yesterday up here. This is the spring barley. We've got one more to do that Barry just finished breaking over this morning. So you can say this one has been finished and is in very well, good conditions, nice and dry. A little bit of trash sticking up here and there, but that'll be fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So this is one field. This is on the hillside here. It's going to be the only block of spring barley that we have. We've got the field just over the hedge here to my right that is also in spring barley, and there's one more in this corner that we're going to put in, which is about 18 acres that we've still got to do, and then that'll be a stud as far as that crop is concerned. And then yeah, after that we'll have to wait and see what else we can do. Might try and get a little bit of maybe some spring oats in the ground. I think we might try that, but we'll see. Have to look into our rotations and see what we can muster up. But for spring cropping, we don't typically do much more than spring barley. Definitely no spring oilseed rape. That never really works very well. We could try a little spring wheat, I guess. We've got this one to do here, so we'll have to bring the drill across and do this. This might get done tomorrow. It's looking alright, looking nice and dry on the surface though, so that's good. It's ready to go. And the guy here as well, this one's been drilled over as well, and looks pretty much as good as the other one there, really. So I'm quite happy with how they were all drilled. Now today we've got something a little bit different. We've got a contractor coming in to see us with a huge bit of kit that I'm very excited about seeing, actually. And we're going to be, both myself and Jack are going to be helping him out to make sure he gets everything that he needs, and that more will become obvious as we progress. But first, what we need to do is just head back on over to the yard. We're going to escort Barry down to the field Jack was in actually the day, the beet field. Jack went through it with a small ripper, and it did an okay job, but it's just not quite good enough, and I want to work it over a little bit more. It was still churning over big compacted chunks of soil, really. It's a very heavy set of land anyway, and when you run beet harvesting equipment over there, it does not help it. So that'll probably be the last time that has beet on it, so we're kind of resetting the field right now, really, which is what we're going to continue doing. We may well just work it all over and then actually just put a cover crop in there just to get some stability and structure back into the soil, but we'll see. So that's what we're looking like at the moment, but we're going to go and get Barry sent away with that one anyway. These two fields here actually could probably do a lick of nitrogen on there as well. We typically make bales off of this one. So yeah, that's something else that we can do, which should be quite interesting. But yeah, the contractor, I'm waiting for, he's en route. It's going to take him a while, but he's en route, and I'm waiting for a phone call from him to let me know when he's actually here. So once we get that though, we'll be flying. And then Jack and I need to jump into tractor and trailers, and we'll be away. So we'll see. But yeah, like I said, we'll go and get. We've set Barry's John Deere up, the 8345 with the quite a cultivation rig on it. Actually, it looks pretty fierce. Even if I do say so myself. So we'll get that one set away there. For those of you who've yet to see it, of course, again, there is our seed storage area, which is working very well at the moment. And there's going to be some new additions to that soon, to a degree. We already have the spray bowser, but there's something else arriving fairly soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that one, as we're making a few more changes to the yard here. I'm going to loop around, probably take Barry out the way we just came in, actually. It's more so I'm just going to be there to block off the road and make sure everything's looking good when he gets in. But yeah, we'll have a look at what we've got set up there as well in just a second. Let's go find where Barry is. I'm not sure where he is. So we've also been moving our sheep recently. We're moving them into that paddock on the back of the hill there. Reason being, the front two fields we're going to be making some forage off of, so we need to get them out there, let the grass grow a little bit more. We're going to be making a relatively early first cut, and then we'll try and get a second cut off it as well. So we'll watch this space for that one. But here it is. here is the 83 now. We've got front packer, we've got chisel plow, and we've got power harrow. So if that doesn't work down the soil to a great seed bed, I'm not sure what will. What we'll do though, just jump in. Excellent stuff. And we'll just pull this out backwards actually. Get everything lifted up here, that's better. Perfect stuff. So as you can see, it looks pretty darn fierce. It's a heck of a bit of equipment we've got lined up here. But yeah, that's going to go through and give us a perfect seed bed in which to work in, so we'll see how that goes. Depending on how it looks like, we may try and drill something into it that's not a cover crop. We'll wait and see though. What I'm going to do is find Barry now though, and we're going to give him a bit of an escort down the road, and then we'll get him set up and see how it's all looking. I'm still kind of trying to decide which way we're going to do our silage this year. I'm toying with the idea of doing of getting some pit silage in. I think that'll work quite well there. We've got the pit space. We might do first cut as much as we can, get the pit filled up, and then we'll take it from there. But that's definitely what I'm thinking. And then yeah, we could do bales as well there for second cut. Some of those smaller fields would probably be a little bit easy to do as baled silage, but hey, we'll watch the space on that one. Ooh, we'll get over there, balance stance. So yeah, it's been nice and dry, which is making our fieldwork, our chance to do fieldwork a lot easier. We're really trying to push ahead and make sure that whatever needs to be in the ground is in the ground by the end of this week, and whatever is going to be left over, left fallow, or just worked over, or whatever it may be, is done and dusted as well. So that's kind of where we're at right now. There shouldn't take us too much longer to get it all caught up to speed. Now, as you can see, there's parts of this that we left with jacks that just wasn't working over very well. So we're going to completely start this again, but from a different angle, and see how this all goes. Let's just stop about there. So some parts of it worked over quite well, as you can see here. Other parts not so well at all. So the aim is that we're just going to see if we can probably get Barry to start at this end and work his way down across the field there as well. So we shall see. What I will do though is move my truck out of the way, get Barry all set up there, and we'll come back and see how it's all going to look for him. Alright then, so look at that. Beastatron 9000 is away and working everything over nicely, I think. So we've got a cultivator with subsoil legs there ripping through. We've got a front press, which for this bit isn't doing as much, but when we get into the middle there, it should give it a little bit of a level out. And then the power harrow on the back there is ripping it all over as well. Fantastic. So we're just going to check out what's going on around there. This has got a few weeds coming through already, I notice. Likely we'll just try and get something in this field. I'm not sure what it'll be yet, but we need to have a think about that. Usually I like to put spring barley in. I did allocate just kind of those few fields on the hillside for spring barley as we mentioned, but after beat we might put it into here as well. But we'll have to wait and see on that front. I'm going to leave Barry to keep cracking along here. He seems to be doing his thing. The John Deere's handling it perfectly well, which is great stuff. Maybe we need to adjust that top link on the power harrow a little bit, but I'm going to leave Barry to do that, and then he's more than competent looking after it himself. And we're going to get out of here. We're going to go back to the yard there. We're going to wait for the phone call, and we're going to see where and when the contractor's here ready to roll. Okay folks, we've got the phone call. The contractor is waiting for us just up here apparently. We're going up to one of our big fields on the hillside. Oh, you can see him there already. And behind me I have young Jack, who is driving our Deutz. We need that for part of the operation. We're going to set him up with the Deutz. We're going to beetle away quickly, and then we've got to go and jump into our two trailers as well. So, which are ready at the yard for us. But yeah, a little bit to do there. So we're going to spin into here, and you'll see. Look at this for a bit of equipment. Good grief, this is huge. So we have got, this is a local contractor by the name of Fred, has arrived. He does a lot of muck spreading and various different applications, but today we're going to be spreading lime. And it is huge. And good grief, can you hear Jack's tractor over the top of it all as well. So this is his spreader. It is monstrously big. And we've got an autoloader on the back there, which Jack and I are going to be carting into to get tipped into, but we need the Deutz just so we can hook up to it and power it. So what we'll do is just get ourselves away up the field there. He doesn't really know where he's going, and it's also going to be extremely tight. So what we might have to do is disconnect the autoloader here, put that onto Jack's tractor, and then just take this up on its own, because otherwise I don't think we're going to get up the hill very well. Alright, we have kind of swapped things around a bit. Jack is pulling that huge autoloader. As you can see in my mirror, I've got a monster of a truck in my rear view. We're going to go up here nice and slowly. It's a pain of a track to go through there, but we'll get this, I think it's a Homer, we'll get it through there without too much of an issue, and then get everything set up. And like I say, we're going to be on carton. The 1050 has been taken off the drill to put onto our bigger of the two Broan trailers, and then Jack's 6250 is on the other one, so we're going to be carting lime. We have, oh, what's that going to be, about 36 ton in our trailers at the moment, and then we'll be, that'll keep them going for a little bit. And the idea being that we can just tip it into that autoloader, get that machine filled up there and get away. So that's what we're going to be aiming to do. We'll have to see how that goes really. So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be us flying backwards and forwards quite a bit. I'm not sure how much we're going to use. We're aiming to put about a couple of ton per acre down here. So really in that respect, I think about 60-70 acres, 60-70 tons should be enough. But we'll see. We're going to get a little bit more anyway, because we can always use it elsewhere. But yeah, we just need to get going really more than anything else at this stage. So off we go, and this is where it's going to get a little tricky in the next few minutes, because as you may know from watching previous episodes, the turn up here is not ideal. It's a bit stiff. So we might have to get into reverse in here, we'll see. We can get a combine in, so no doubt we can get this in. But we just have to take our time, go carefully, and see how we get cracking on. But yeah, look at it in my rearview mirror there, it's just huge. I'm sure Jack can get around here without too many issues, it's just whether or not this guy can. Take it wider a bit there. Yeah, look at he's straight round there, look at that. Fantastic. That wasn't even a problem for him. Excellent. So you can see clearly there's an awful lot of contract spreading work to operate one of those guys. That must be extremely expensive. Heaven knows. Around here we go. Our grass field through there has come along quite nice actually since we drilled that in. It's had a great little bit of rain and some sunshine, so perfect growing conditions really, which is great. So that's all good. And then moving on, we're looking in this field here. So what I think we'll do, we'll just stop ourselves about here. And just let's have a look, see. And wait for Jack to arrive and we'll try and get this guy all set up here, I think. Alright guys, welcome back. We are back at the yard. Jumped into our two tractors. Like I say, we got this lime yesterday evening. And we are kind of left it parked up in the trailers there, like I say, about 36 ton. What we're going to do, I've got the tri-axle Broan, Jack's got the twin axle, so we've got about 36 between us. I'm going to tip my load into the auger first, and then I'm going to head away. Once we've seen that it's all up and functional, I'm going to head away and go and get another load. We'll see if that's going to do it or not, but we will see. Oh, that gate swung open. Let's just stop there quickly and get that shot. That's a pain. The sheep are a bit blind to it, but never mind. So yeah, I'm in the 1046 and it handles just a shade over 20 ton of lime in that trailer, and the weight of the trailer, it handles it like a joy. I often thought that a tractor this size would be a bit overkill on carting duties, but when you feel the weight of that trailer on, let's say, the 6250, you wouldn't have it any other way. You really, really wouldn't. It's just perfect. Which is fantastic really, all we want to see. And so we're just going to cruise along here. The transmission is seamless in this thing on the Vario transmission there, and it just doesn't feel like it's even trying to lug this up. Now going up that hill there should be quite interesting, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see how this bit of equipment works. Really am looking forward to it actually. It's a monster, but it makes everything so much easier, because otherwise I have to hire in a spreader of my own, and you have to load it off the floor with a telehandler, and that just takes forever. Particularly when ideally we'd have to have 2 tractors on spreaders, whereas right now we're still able to work down land, and once this has been tipped here, it's all done really. We don't have to worry about it again. Pothole there I landed into, I think. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to hopefully get this back onto the drill later on today, get some more land drilled up, and yeah, we're looking really good actually. And then next job we'll be turning attention to first cut silage. So yeah, like I say, do let me know down in the comments below what you're working on at the moment, how that's all coming along and what you're getting up to. If you are about to start any silage, or you're in harvest, or whatever you're doing, would love to hear it. Always very intrigued by that. See, it's just saunting up this hill, absolutely saunting up. It's another beautiful day here in the valley as well. I can see, I'm going to just see where Barry is at the moment. You can see kind of the land, how it, in that field he's working in, how it's few different kind of consistencies and textures. Oh, there he is. You can just see him cracking on. Yeah, he's doing alright there actually. Seems to be doing a grand job. Good. Good, good, good. And we'll see how he gets on with that and see what that states in. I might even get the drill into there in a bit later on. That'll be good. I know that one last bit of spring barley to drill is not going to take me too long whatsoever. But that'll be interesting anyway. Now we've got this set up in here. We're running a little bit short in space, but we've got it set up in a way that didn't mean that we're turning it on the field that we're spreading in, which I thought was a good idea. But we've got ourselves enough space, I think, just on the kind of grass track there to get everything in and working. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to turn into here though. Ooh, front really pops up on that edge there. We're through though. Excellent stuff. And we'll just cruise along down to the setup. You can just see here, I think Fred was just going to get everything kind of greased up, serviced up, ready to go. And we'll see how this looks. So I'm going to point my nose up there, try and swing the back end into that hopper, and we should be good. So let's see how this works. There we go. I think I'm looking all right there. Oh, that looks like I've hit the edge. Perfect. Put my handbrake on, keep me where I am. Alright, let's go and get the Deutz fired up, and we'll see how this is all going to plan out, I guess. So we're just going to tip up the trailer just a shade, get some lime put into the hopper there. And look at that, the conveyor belt's already working. That is pretty special. Alright, so would you believe it? I am empty already. That is, well, that's not good there. That's 20 something ton already into the back of that Homer. He's getting himself ready to roll, which is great. I'm going to get myself turned around and ready to get out of here. And so off we go. Whilst I move, Jack can kind of get himself out. There's a little bit of an entrance up here we can get spun around in as well. But for now, we're just going to hang here. We'll get that Homer set up in the way, get the contractor off, and then we'll be back on the road. And there he is. Look at that machine. It's gliding along there. It doesn't even feel anything. Oh, we're getting covered in lime. And we're off. Perfect stuff. So we're going to leave Fred to do his thing there as he's spreading lime for us. That's perfect. We're going to get the guys, get Jack into position here, get me moved along a little bit, and then, yeah, we'll be on our way. So I need to just get ourselves turned around, and we'll get Jack in position as well. So this is all going to be worked in at some stage. We're going to get the plough out, and we'll have to maybe disc it in at the very least there, but that is going to be our aim. Don't know where Fred is, he's over there somehow, but we've got Jack lined up ready to go, and then I will be winging my way down. We're going to try and get some more footage of him working as he's getting through, but for right now at least he is somewhere over yonder, and then yeah, we'll see how he gets on, see how much we're going to need. But yeah, we are cracking along, it's going to be great to go. We've got ourselves a nice little system working out here as well, so in order for that to continue to work, I think I'm going to have to get myself away. So we're just going to see if we can see where he is. He must be over the far end in that corner there somewhere still. Ah, there he is, he's coming now. So it's going to take a while. As you can see, we're doing about 18 meters of the pass, so it's still fairly impressive, but still a bit more to crack on with. And we'll see how this all comes together. At the moment though, we're only going to do this field, and it depends what we've got left really. We could always find a space to go. But yes, it looks like he is flying along there now. Much quicker way to do it than us doing it on our own, that is for sure. And it's just nice to get it on. Huge machine, very, very impressive bit of equipment, that is for sure. But yeah, we're going to leave him now as he's going. Going to get out of his way, more importantly, I guess. Run across here. Jump back into the fence there. We'll get onto our, get down to our dealership, to the local depot where we can pick all this up in bulk, which is good actually because it's a lot quicker and a lot cheaper for us to do it that way. And then we will, we'll be on our way. We're just gonna wait to see him come by again to start his second headland. Should be a matter of time. I can hear him coming there around the trees. There he is. It is impressive. It is impressive. Wow, incredible. Alright then, off we go. So Jack is there on standby. As soon as he comes back in, he's going to tip, but I am going to get myself away. And no time like the present there. It takes me about 15 minutes-ish to get down and get loaded, and then about another 5 or 10 to get back up. So, yeah, 25 minutes should keep him going. Just nice to do something a little bit different on the farm as well. Do let me know how you've gone with any lime spreading as well in the comments below. I do try and get to read those as much as possible. Right, we go. Perfect stuff. And we're going to be away, so we're going to head on back down. Cruise on down in the fence there, get another load of lime, come back up there, and we'll see how it's all looking. Until next time though, we will leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. If I can, I'm going to get some drone footage of that guy, of Fred, working a little bit more. We'll put that up in the next episode as well. So until then though, thank you ever so much for watching. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.